What's going on, you guys? Hey, what's going on? I'm Nadji Jeter from The Last of Us playing Sam and from PlayStation's Spiderman Miles Morales. Hope y'all doing amazing out there. We are in Calgary, Canada, Fan Expo, having a blast, and I'm loving every minute of it. I'm loving every minute of it. What's up, Jason?
Hi. So when you're approaching roles, from traditional shows, movies, stuff like that, how does that differ from doing your gaming performances?
Okay, so with gaming performances, you have to use a lot of your imagination. It's a lot of open world, and you're in a huge warehouse where you have like 90 cameras around you. So you're using all that imagination because you don't have the on-set feel in the location of seeing what you're have to interact with or props or anything like that. So it is more of a mental switch and more of a mental, I guess, type of thing you have to tap into as far as with imagination and being on a mocap set.
When you first stepped in to do Miles and stuff like that, did you anticipate that you'd be getting a spin-off game and that you'd be doing multiple Spider-Man games?
Well, I did not. No, I did not, man. It started off on Disney XD, and really, that's where I thought it was going to be the end all be all. When they made their transition from Disney XD to Disney Plus, PlayStation said, "Hey, we're doing something over here we'd like to be a part of." And I said, "Oh yeah." I said, "Oh yeah." But it's been going great, man. It's been going great.
When looking at the role, how has things changed from you first stepping into the character as not being Spider-Man to now being Spider-Man?
We got to grow with Miles. I got to grow with Miles for sure. So I started off at 17, and I was playing him at 13 years old. So we got to grow with him in school. We got to grow through his puberty, through his changes, and his manhood really kind of growing into his own. So now I think being Spidey now is like his stamp. As okay, we are here. He's still growing now. He's still a grown boy. He hasn't fully developed everything yet, but we're getting there. But so it's been a great growth and a great transition because we've been through it. I've been through it. We know what a boy goes through and how he grows up from a teenager to a young man to making him to his own. You know what I mean?
So, with that actual comment, how do you think, basically Miles is going to be looking at the beginning of, obviously there's a Spider-Man coming out this year.
Yeah.
He had his own standalone experience. Where do you think he is mentally going into this next game?
Y'all got to find out. Can't say that. You got to find out.
No, that's totally fair.
Yeah, got to find out. Sorry.
At the end of Miles Morales, did you feel he was more confident?
Yeah, I would like to say that. How about you?
I would say yes.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, he definitely seemed to get more into it.
Okay.
But when looking at the character, what are some of the differences between doing, a cinematic moment where you're talking a lot and more hey, you're running around the open world?
Yeah, okay. Sorry, say it again. Say what?
So, when you're doing a cinematic moment, you're doing lots of chatter. What's that different compared to being hey, you're running around in the open world, making noises and stuff like that of your character?
That takes me back to, what I said earlier as far as just using that imagination because you don't have, the location of that scene. So when you're in that cinematic world, you have maybe a box or a fake duct tape cup or something like that. And they'll tell you, okay, this is, that's a glass, or that's a mug, or this is a car, or that's a building. So you really have to, listen to the direction and then put your imagination and make it seem real. You know what I mean? So when being on set, you have the actual physical things that you can touch and hold, and you know what I mean, enter and all that stuff. So it's definitely a different feeling. But hey, you tap into that. We've all had a kid imagination before. You know what I'm saying? So it's it's that right there. Yeah.
What's a memorable moment for you from playing the character, whether you're doing a certain voice line or something behind the scenes that was fun?
I want to say stunts. They give me a lot of leverage as far as just having fun on set. I've gotten a couple of scars, and scrapes on my knees, really going method because I like being method. Being in the booth for 4 hours. I like doing everything. I like punching. I like jumping. I like actually getting the motion and feel of it. So hey man, that's probably the best part. I get the physicality. Yeah.
What's it like to see yourself, as a character on the screen or a character in a video game?
What is like seeing myself? It is a trip. I mean, it is a trip. The Last of Us, I got to play as myself, so I got to play. That was a trip. You know, you just walking around and you get to, yeah, it's different. It's different. I mean, it makes me go harder. That's it. Like, I get to see y'all, and you know, I get to meet the people that love and that I'm impacting with the game, and it just makes me want to keep going for y'all. Seriously.
I'd like to leave a last spot just for you to say anything or go over anything you've got going on.
Let's do it. Spiderman 2 coming out fall 2023. Get ready. Y'all better get ready. I don't think you're going to get ready. You better get ready. My boy Jason, Game Headquarters. Fan Expo 2023, Calgary, Canada.